I, Richard Milhouse Nixon, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Thank you. Thank you all very much. The President of the United States. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, sit down, please. Senator Dirksen, Mr. Chief Justice, Mr. Vice President, President Johnson, Vice President Humphrey, and my fellow Americans, and my fellow citizens of the world community. I will ask you to share with me today the manifest of this moment. In the orderly transformed of power to this, we celebrate unity that trust us free. Each moment in history is a fleeting time to justice and unique, but some stand out as moments of the beginning, in which, as the courses which have poured, this can be such a moment. Forces now are recovering that make possible, for the first time, the hope of the praise of man, deepest aspirations, and can be last for realized. The spiriting pace of change allows us to complete without our own lifetime advances that once had taken centuries ago. Space, we have discovered new horizons on Earth. For the first time, because of the people of the world, we want peace, and leaders of the world are afraid of war. Times on the other side of peace. 8 years from now, America will celebrate its 200th anniversary. As a nation within its life. Most people now living, mankind, will celebrate the great new year, which comes once thousands of years, the beginning of a third millennium. What kind of nation will be? What kind of world will we live in? Whether we shape of the future and the image of our hopes and our determination by our actions and our choices. The greatest honor history can be beside by our peacemaking. This honor will beckon America and the change to help the world last at free with eternal and on to the bottom of peace. And the dream of our dawn and civilization. If we succeed, generations to come with living at the manner of our moment, that will help make the world safer and for mankind. This is our summation to greatness and prosperity. I believe if the American people can answer this goal, the third century, been a time of proud achievement. We have an enormous strict sides in agriculture. We shall share healthy and broadly with warning at last to manage modern and in ensuring its growth and power. Thank you all very much. We have given a new reach. We've begun its promise real. Real for black and as well for whites. We hope hope for of tomorrow in the youth of today. I know America's youth. I believe in it. We are proud to be educated, more and committed, more passionate, driven by the consent of a new generation in history. And the witnesses can carry the word. And approaching with them with hope. Standing in this place, third of a century ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt addressed the raving of fear and understands of the depression and the nation's troubles. They are certain God only matters things. Our crisis today is revised. We find themselves richer, but raging from a reaching and our countrymen. We have been divided for the past year of our lives, for a past century of our lives. We will seek around us empty lives, waiting the fulfillment. We task to need doing, waiting for hands to do them. The crisis of spirit. To the waiting field and fold full of our government, we tasks wait to be in the spiritual of the United States. Thank you. As the Apollo astronauts flew over the moon's gray surface on Christmas Eve, they spoke to us as a beauty of Earth. And the voice cleared. Across the lunar distance, we heard them invoking God's blessing on the goodness. In that moment, a view of the moon and the poet of Ange and Mrs. Shelley, to written in the few to see the earth and as it's truly small, blue, and beautiful, and its internal silence were votes. We have endured a long night of American spirit. To turn down our towards home of humanity, seeking in that. We have endorsed our messages on descent on earth and our division, telling us however far we reach into a coast and as the destiny lies into this moon and into the stars and earth itself, in our hands and in our hearts. We have endured a long night of American spirit, but as eyes catch the demons of the first rays of dawn, let us not curse. Remaining dark, let us gather the light. Our destiny offends cups of despair and the chance of opportunity. So let us sighs not in fear, but the gladness of our nation and our riders in the earth together. Let us go forward, firm in our faith, steadfast of our purpose, cautious in the danger, but sustainable of our conflicts that will be of God and promise them of man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The ceremonies inaugurating Richard Nixon as the 37th President of the United States closed with a benediction offered by Archbishop Terence Cook of New York.